Okay, couple things, everyone, Yogi, everyone. When presenting, don't stand in front of the TV, right? Stand over here so you can see the TV. Okay? I am videotaping you because I will compare. I will compare your presentations with group 1, 2, 3. Okay? So when presenting, do not present to the camera. Hello, camera. I am presenting to you. No, present to your audience. Okay?
Everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Start it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Start it.
Start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. Nice to meet you. My name is Kim Ye-jun. And we present about geography. And we are group 5.
Yeah.
And let me give the order of presentation. First, I present invention of geography, and second, John present career of geography. Third, Jay present celebrity of geography. Finally, Hugh present field of geography. Okay, let's start. My presentation is invention of geography. Okay, good. The most famous invention of geography is map. Okay, maps are often used and very useful. Also, map helps find to a way when you go for the first time. So, map is essential to travel. The first inventor the world map is Ptolemaios, and this is Ptolemaios world map. Okay, and the most famous map is 대동여 지도 of Kim Jong-ho in Korea. Wow, very beautiful.
Oh.
And in addition, map is used latest technology. For example, navigation in your car, Google Map in your smartphone, and satellite grab, photograph, and road view. Okay. And next important invention of geography is compass. Compass helps to find a way when you lost a way. Compass is small and very cheap, so compass is easy to carry. Long time ago, people used compass in sailing because compass tells the direction of north and south and east, west. Okay. And the first compass invented in China. This is first compass. Okay. Recently, compass used in your watch and your smartphone. Thank you for listening. Next speaker is John. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim Xian. Please call me John. I will introduce about geography of carriers. I geography geography have possibility to develop into different many fields because geography is geography is related to many carriers. First, I want to talk about GIS information experts. GIS means Geographic Information System. Geographic Information System is a system designed, store, present geographic information. GIS expert is a person who know very well about geographic information. GIS experts can help government build many infrastructure. For example, he designs laws and supervise making laws and advise government to fix problem about making laws. Second, I want to talk about company employees. Company needs geographic knowledge and tech data. So they need person who know very well about geography. For example, Korea National Oil Company employees Kochi's gas station and works on importing oil products. Second, mapping company conducts making maps. There are also many jobs related to companies. Third, I want to talk about geography professor. Geography professor studies geography and teaches students. Becoming a professor is hard because specialty with fields. But when you become a professor, you gain honor and fame. In conclusion, I present three jobs related to geography. There are also many jobs related to geography. Thank you for listening.
I have a question. In your picture, no, go back. Your professor, how does he write at the top? Right? Wow, right up there. It's impossible.
Hello, I am Jay of Library and Information Science, and today let me introduce celebrities of geography. First, geographers of ancient. Greeks do a lot of things in ancient geography. There is the initial of geographers, Homer. He is famous by his books Iliad and Odyssey. If you read his books, you could have found a detailed description about view of ancient Greeks in his books. And there is also Hecataios. He is called as a father of geography. He wrote the first geographic books in Greece age, Periegesis. In Periegesis, he drew world map and he supposed the world is love. And his student, he is Hecataios and he is Homerus. He is Herodotus. And his student, Herodotus, who is a very famous ancient Greek historian, described the geography from Egypt to Babylonia in his books. Next, travelers who promoted geography. Marco Polo traveled Asia and introduced Asia to Europe. By this, Europeans started to expand their view of the world. And at the age of the exploration, so many travelers appeared. For example, Columbus found America. And Magellan proved the world is long by trip around the world. And Vasco da Gama found the sailing way from Europe to India. Uh, Travelers found continents, other continents, or explored them. Their discoveries make geography promote, and they also promote the way to make maps during the sailing. And finally, Korean geographer. Uh, Obviously, most famous Korean geographer is, as you know, Kim Jong-ho. He makes so many maps, and most famous one of them is 대동여지도. 대동여지도 is the first exact map of the entire Korean peninsula. And he wrote so many geographical information in it. 대동여지도's height is 7 meter and its width is 3.5 meter. You can see it in National Museum or Seungsil Unit Museum or Korea Unit Museum. Thank you for listening my presentation.
Hello, my name is Hwang Gyu-duk, or Q. My introduction part is different area fields within geography. Geography contains human geography, physical geography, and geography information system. First field is human geography. Human geography is the branch of social information, social sciences which deal with the study of people and their communities, and culture and economies and interactions with environments. By studying the can I one more time? Okay. Human geography is branch of social science which deal with the people and their communities, economies, cultures, and interaction with environments by studying their relations with with and across space and place. Human geography attends to human patterns of social interactions, and human geography is concentrates upon the human's activities by applications of qualitative and quantitative methods. Second field is physical geography. Physical geography is the branch of natural science which deal with the study of process and patterns in natural environments like atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and geospheres, as opposed to the culture and built environments, the domain of human geography. Last field is geography information system. Geography information system is any information systems which integrate, share, edit, analyze, and present geography information. Geography information system applications are tools which allows us to create interactive information edit data in maps, and analyze the geographic information and present all conclusions. Now, I introduce three parts: geography, human geography, physical geography, and geography information systems. Today, we talk to you about geography. Taxi introduce you invention of geography. John introduce you chaos of geography. Jay introduce you observability of geography, and I introduce you the different area of fields within geography. Do you have any question?
Any questions on geography?
Thank you.
No?
No? What's a peninsula?
Peninsula.
Yeah, what is a peninsula?
I say peninsula.
No, that's my question. I have a question.
Peninsula.
Yeah, peninsula. What is a peninsula? You guys are geography students, right? You should know what is a peninsula. Korea is a peninsula, right? Surrounded on three sides. Any peninsula is surrounded by water on three sides.
In
Peninsula.
Europe, Italia, peninsula.
In America, Florida is a peninsula. Okay, good. Group 4 in the middle, group 5 in the middle, group 4 in the front.
Fighting! Fighting! Fighting.
Well, maybe not. This is the you guys. Okay, girls. Bottom button. Okay, bottom button for the top. This one back. Okay. Okay. Okay, Yojin, let's do it. Oh, I got the wrong one. Sorry, that's my fault. Oh, I did the wrong. Here, okay, good. I have yours. I did it backwards. It's okay. Which one? This one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah! Woo!
Hi everyone, my name is Kim Yeojin. Do you know about my major?
No.
Society?
No,
Policy?
no.
What's your major?
My major is geography.
Oh. Bottom. Bottom. Push.
Today we talk about our major, geography and psychology. First, geography. I will introduce about kinds, jobs, and what they do, and Soyoung will introduce about inventions and discoveries in geography. Next, psychology. Soyeon will introduce about famous people in psychology, and Soyeon will introduce about employers of psychology. Then I will introduce about kinds, jobs, and what they do with regard to geography. First job is geographer. Do you know about him?
김호정?
No.
I don't know.
Big Bang. Oh.
He is Kim Jong-un.
아, 김정은.
They study causes and effects of happening all over the world. Rather than scientific exploration, they focus on exploring humanities exploration and natural
Just hold your paper. If you have to, just hold your paper.
natural landscape. Second job is NASA researcher. They observe and research celestial bodies. Also, they explore asteroids and study if human can live on other planets. In addition, there are jobs such as national the National Institute of Environmental Research and the National Geographic Information Institute. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Soyoung, and just like the previous sequence, I will introduce about geography also. In detail, I'd like to talk about inventions and discoveries in geography. Geography is associated with a broader range of areas than you might think. In other words, geography is the study of all the phenomena that occur on land we live in. Studying geography doesn't mean that you are just putting on maps all day long. Seriously, but the first invention I'd like to introduce today is map. In this classroom, there's no one who don't know what the map is, right? Nevertheless, there is a reason why I introduced map. Here are very old antique maps and a general map and satellite map and Google Earth map and special maps such as highway foot map and Soju map. I wanted to say that all these maps would not have existed without geography. And that's why I introduced map as invention of geography.
So the Soju map wouldn't exist without geography.
Yeah. Next, I'm going to show you a more modern invention of geography. It's GIS. GIS is abbreviation for Geographic Information System. Like the picture shown here, GIS is a system of obtaining the desired form of information by processing a variety of geographic information gathered by locally. This is not only creating special maps I previously introduced, but also for navigation and cell phone GPS and environmental problems and weather forecast. It's also used for many other areas. Uh, in other words, GIS is used for everything on land that we live in. Do you remember I said geography is the study of all the phenomena that occur we live in? It's true, right? And you can see geography is not strange and not difficult. It is always with us. Thank you for listening to my
Hello, my name is Kim So-yeon, and I will introduce about famous people in psychology. There are so. Have you ever heard about the three virtues of psychology?
No.
The id, the super id, and the ego.
Oh, oh yeah. There are so many famous people in psychology, but these three virtues here are the most famous psychologists for the public. First, Alfred Adler. You said about his theory, and he suggested. You may heard about the iceberg of Freud. You said superego and ego and id. He suggested the concept of unconscious, and he explained the structure of human's mind. Uh, and he was a doctor of psychology, but he was a founder of psychoanalysis school, and he suggested the unconscious. And he said we can find the unconscious from our dreams, mistakes, and so on. And he wrote about the association between unconscious and dreams, and it became the most famous book of Freud. Second, Carl Gustav Jung. He was a pupil of Freud, and he was a workmate of Freud. He also believed the concept of unconscious, but he disagrees some parts of Freud's opinion. So so later Jung split with Freud and make a new school named of analytic psychology. He believed there are personal conscious, personal unconscious, and human unconscious in our mind. And he wrote about his life and published it. This book is what I said, and this book is started with a sentence that my life is history of realization of unconscious. And finally, Alfred Adler. He was also a pupil of Freud, and his name is unfamiliar than Freud and Jung, but his theory is as famous as them. This book, which is based on his theory, is the famous for the public. And he had a physical disorder, so he was interested in inferiority. He said all people have complex, and the point is how to deal with it. He believed complex can be treated by love for human and cooperation. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Sayuri. My major is architecture engineering, but from now on I will introduce employers of psychology. First one is profiler. Did you see the drama Boys? The heroine is profiler. They infer character, behavior pattern, age, gender, taste, job, etc. of suspects by analyzing clues in criminal events. Then they establish course of investigation and help reduce range of suspects. After police arrest the suspects, they induce confession by using psychological strategies. Second one is clinical psychologists. They ultimately help individual or collective handicapped with psychology improve mental and physical health. They issue assessments about recognition, ability, emotion, aptitude for patients. They help solve the problems. And then they provide counseling programs to hospitals, counseling agencies, and various enterprises. And they advise issues of psychology. Last one is educational psychologists. They study various psychological problems through scientific and systematic methods. And they provide psychological information that is applicable in medical and physical areas. Also, they develop and do tests which are about psychological problems. They study various psychological problems and provide psychological information to students. There are many occupations about physical, but these three things are the most usual things. So far, we introduced the kind of jobs and what they do, and inventions in geography, and also we introduced famous people and employers of jobs. We will be the one who they contract in these areas. Do you have any questions?
Questions about psychology? No. Was Sigmund Freud a cocaine addict?
Cocaine.
Was he a cocaine addict? Yes or do you know? Sigmund Freud? Yes.
Cocaine.
Yeah, he was a cocaine. He experimented with cocaine on his own body. A lot of Sigmund Freud, yeah. He thought it could be used to treat patients and stuff. You know, he was a cocaine addict. A lot of people don't know that about Sigmund Freud. So, okay. Okay, yeah! Great job, you guys! Like I said, I go back and I watch all the videos again, okay? So I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye-bye.